Hello everyone, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel, and in this live session, we will discuss some important teaching aptitude questions which will be based on pedagogy skills and classroom situations, uh, which will come 20 marks in upcoming EMRS Tier 1 exam. Okay, so if you are preparing for EMRS, TGT or PGT exam, you can subscribe to this channel. Okay, so let's visit the syllabus once. So look, this is the Tier 1 syllabus. Okay, this is equal for both PGTs and TGTs. So here part 1 is general awareness, part 2 is reasoning ability, part 3 is your part 3 is your knowledge of ICT, and part 4 is teaching aptitude. And here comes the part 5th, which is written as domain knowledge, which is also subdivided into further categories: A, experiential activity based on pedagogy and case study based questions, and your another part is National Education Policy 2020. Okay, so we will discuss today experiential activity based pedagogy. Okay, we will discuss I think we can go up to 50 or more than 50 questions. Okay, and if you can answer the questions, it will be better. ठीक है. Okay, so let's begin. So once again I welcome you all. Okay, so this will come 30 marks, guys. So as you have already know that your experiential activity based pedagogy will come 20 marks, and your NEP questions will come 10 marks. So overall part B is of 30 marks. So it has more and more importance, so that it will help us to qualify. Okay, so let's start the session without further ado. Okay, so these are the questions. I hope it is clearly visible. So let's solve one by one. Okay, question 1 said, if a student is not able to answer a question during the course of the lecture, then you will. So question 1 is saying, if a student is not able to answer a question during the course of the lecture, then you will. हम क्या करेंगे? Option A, scold him and hence insult him. Option B, tell him the correct answer yourself. Or option C, try to understand why that student was not able to give correct answer. Or option D, advise the student to study more carefully. So what will be the more appropriate answer? Okay, here the more appropriate answer will be option C, that is try to understand why that student was not able to give correct answer. Okay, next question number 2, why do you like teaching work? So such type of questions are more common in KVS or NVS examination, as well as in your CTET and your RIE CEE examination. Okay, so option is, children do not remain naughty in the presence of the teacher. Your parents had told you that it is a dignified profession. Option C, you have an interest in teaching. Or option D, the person keeps on reading a lot in this profession. So what will be the more appropriate answer? So here obviously option C will be the more appropriate answer. You have an interest in teaching, that's why it's called teaching aptitude. Okay, next question number 3, one solution to make class teaching more effective or meaningful in the following. Okay, so one solution to make. Okay, so the question is asking, how can we make the class teaching or classroom teaching more effective or meaningful? Okay, let's go to the options. Option A, give homework in excess. B, stop the students after the school time and have discussed with them. Option C, immediately after the class lecture, ask questions related to the lecture. Or option D, tell children that if they have not understood the lesson, you will teach the same once again. So try to answer such type of questions. So here what will be the answer? So here we can what will the answer here? Option C looks like more promising answer because it is saying immediately after the class lecture, ask questions related to the lecture. Okay. Question number 4: by which trait of the teacher the students are generally impressed? Okay, which trait of teacher, or we can say by which quality of teacher the students are generally impressed? Option A, his knowledge or learning. Option B, his high moral character. Option C, his tough discipline. Or option D, his relationship with the principal. Okay, so here most appropriate answer will be option A, that is his knowledge learning. Okay, next question. Question number 5. If on a certain day you are very tired and not in a mood to teach students in the class, then you will. What you will do if you are not in the mood or if you are not wanting to teach that day? Option A, free children and send them home. Request your colleague or teacher to teach children in your place. Option C, tell children and an ideal story. Or option D, tell children to go out and play. So here which will be the most appropriate answer? Here option C will be the more appropriate answer. Okay. Next, the best way to encourage a teacher who works with complete dedication is. So among the given options, can you tell me which is the best way to encourage a teacher who works with complete dedication? Okay, so what we can do to encourage the teacher? We can arrange a felicitation function and felicitate him. Okay, this is one of the way to encourage teachers. Then, whose behavior affects students the most? That of principal, politician, teacher, or a tutor? Okay, this is obvious. What will be the answer? That of a teacher. Okay, next question. If a student does not complete his homework on a regular basis, what will you do to rectify him? Option A, you will complain to the principal and get him punished, which we will generally do, okay, but we shouldn't. Option B, you will call the student in privacy and explain to him that completion of homework has many advantages. Option C, you would like to get the cooperation of the student in question. Or option D, you will clearly tell the student that if he continues to ignore his homework, he would not be allowed to appear in the final examination. So here what will be the appropriate? Here I think option B will be the more appropriate answer, because here you call the student in privately and you explain him that why you give him or why you have given homework to all the students and what advantages it has. Okay, so next question number 9: by which method students learn to the maximum extent and with utmost speed? Is a very important question. Okay, so this question is asking by which method students learn to the maximum extent and with utmost speed. So let's see the options. Option A, by singing. Option B, by reading. Option C, by listening. Or option D, by doing themselves. Okay, okay, this is easy question but important question. Okay, what will be the answer? Option D. ठीक है, ऑप्शन डी होगा आंसर. क्वेश्चन नंबर 10: which quality of the teacher is liked the most by student? Such type of question, इस तरह के जो सवाल हैं ये थोड़ा confusion पैदा करते हैं. So we have to careful while writing the answer. Okay, so question number 10 is which quality of the teacher is liked the most by students? Option A, punctuality. B, impartiality. Option C, his love for discipline, or option D, his dominance. So here option B will be the more appropriate or correct answer. Okay. What should the teacher, question number 11 is saying, what should the teacher do to maintain the interest of students in class teaching? Okay, what should the teacher do to maintain the interest of students in class teaching? Okay, option A, extensive use of examples from the practical life. Okay, extensive use of teaching materials or aids, giving ample opportunities. Ample means sufficient. Okay, giving ample or sufficient opportunities to students for discussion or deliberation, or option D, all of these. Okay, so this is, we can do this, we can give, or I can say we must use examples of practical, from practical life, okay, or daily life. Extensive use of teaching material or aids, okay, we can also use that. Then giving ample opportunity, yes. Okay, so option A, B, C all are correct, so option D, that is all of these, will be correct answer. Okay, next, why would you like to take additional responsibilities as a teacher? Okay, से पूछ रहा है कि आप क्यों एडिशनल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेना चाहेंगे एक टीचर के तौर पर. So option A, in order to gain new experience. Option B, in order to please your principal. Option C, in order to become popular among students. Or option D, in order to cooperate. Okay, so the answer will be option A, that is in order to gain new experience. Okay, next question. In your view, to win the confidence of the principal, a teacher should, प्रिंसिपल का कॉन्फिडेंस जीतने के लिए एक टीचर को क्या करना चाहिए? ऑप्शन ए, कीप ऑन गिविंग गिफ्ट्स टू द प्रिंसिपल. I mean, this will definitely work in real life. Option B, keep on ensuring and backbiting keep on censoring and backbiting other teachers in collusion with the principal. Okay, that one we definitely not do. Okay, option C, keep on executing his own teaching work in a satisfactory manner. Option D, gain popularity among students. So question number 13 will be option C, most appropriate or correct answer. Okay, teacher has to keep on executing his own teaching work in a satisfactory manner. Okay, next question. Question number 14. You think that taking surprise tests is justified because सरप्राइज टेस्ट लेना जस्टिफाइड क्यों है? ऑप्शन ए, स्टूडेंट्स रिमेन फ्राइटेंड ड्यू टू दिस. ऑप्शन बी, यू डू नॉट हैव टू गेट योर सेल्फ प्रिपेयर्ड एट होम for this purpose. Option C, you can escape the teaching session due to the alibi of taking a surprise test. Or option D, the abilities and knowledge levels of students can be truly judged through such tests. So question number 14 answers will be option D. Okay, so there are, as you know, there are two types of tests. Okay, so there are two types of tests, as you know. Okay, one is formative and another is summative. Okay, so can you tell me surprise test falls under which types of test? सरप्राइज टेस्ट क्या है? सरप्राइज टेस्ट फॉर्मेटिव टेस्ट है या समेटिव टेस्ट है? इफ यू नो द आंसर यू कैन कमेंट. ओके, नेक्स्ट मूव ऑन टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. If a student criticizes another teacher in your presence, then you. If a student criticizes another teacher in your presence, then you would. Option A, punish him. Option B, inform the teacher about the critical remarks passed by that student. Option C, ignore his remark. Or option D, reprimand that student and spare him. So what will be the correct answer here? Here ऑप्शन डी विल बी द करेक्ट आंसर कि हम उस बच्चे को बोलेंगे कि आपको ये नहीं करना चाहिए एंड स्पेयर हिम, ठीक है, आइंदा ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए बोलेंगे, फिर इसको जाने देंगे, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, क्वेश्चन नंबर 16, ए टीचर शुड वर्क अकॉर्डिंग टू, दिस इज ऑल्सो important question. A teacher should work according to his own likings or whims, the needs of the time, his capacity to work, or his need. So question number 16 answer will be what? Option C, that is his capacity to work. Okay. Next, if you are teaching in the classroom and one student is busy reading a storybook instead of giving attention to the lecture, what would you do in such a situation? Okay, go through the options. Let's see which will be correct. Okay, I think option B, you would tell the student to leave the storybook and concentrate on the subject being taught. Okay, so option B here is correct. Okay, next question 18, as a teacher you would listen to the personal problems of the students if only they were special, always listen to the problems of students. Okay, so here is the answer. I don't think I have to read the rest of the options. Okay, so as a teacher you would always listen to the problems of students, so option B is correct. Okay, next question number 19, in order to participate in a conference or seminar which is related to teaching, you would, in order to participate in a conference or seminar which is related to teaching, you would take leave from the school, get the permission of the principal, not get the permission of the principal, or quietly leave the school and attend the conference or seminar. So here I think the obvious answer will be option B, that is you should get the permission of the principal. So option B is correct. Okay, next question number 20. Okay, in your opinion, what should be the age for sending little children to school? Okay, this is also important question. Okay, so it is asking, in your opinion, what should be the age for sending the little children to school? Okay, when the child starts speaking, when the child develops an interest in studies, when the child attains the age of +5 years, or when the child attains the age of +3 years. So question number 20 will be answer question number 20. Okay, so what should be the answer? The answer should be when the child attains the age of +3 years. Okay, I think in this session let's start 20 question per session. Okay, so as more and more of students will join, we will make the sessions longer and solve more questions. Okay, so thank you everyone for attending the session. Hope we are preparing well. Okay, and this session will be prove helpful to you. Okay, once again thank you all for attending the session, and we will hold another session tomorrow. Okay.